Bob Marley here. Enough respect going out to Full Tube. Me and Bob, we're gonna be making Jamaican ginger cake. Your nan loves it, little kids love it, everybody loves it. It's fantastic. You can have it with butter, ice cream, or just on its own as a little cake. Beautiful. It is such a great little dessert. And it's all the way from the Caribbean to rainy old England. So let's brighten up our day, shall we? So we've got some golden syrup. Now 125 grams is what you need. Beautiful. Now I'm going to put it all in first, then I'm going to put it on the heat, okay? So it's probably 3 of these big old spoons. I mean, it is very, very naughty, which is not a bad thing because it's a dessert and you deserve it. Treacle. This stuff is lethal. Look at that. Wow. I wouldn't lick the spoon because you'll probably pass out. It's really sweet. A bit of rum, 60 mils of dark rum. Now we've got some sugar, dark brown sugar. You can use a bit of demerara if you like. So pop that in. It just makes it really sort of a caramelly sort of flavour going on rather than just using normal caster sugar, okay? 50 mils of water in there. Unsalted butter, 125 grams. Get that in there. And I'm just going to turn that on now. Now, while that's melting, you've got enough time to chop up your stemmed ginger. It's in a lovely syrup, so it's really sweet. So we're doing a dessert, so it really does work. You can buy it in the supermarket like this already. Roughly chop it, because you want those little bits of ginger in there. You don't want it to disappear completely. In with the old stem ginger. Now that's ticking away nicely. You don't want to boil it. We only want this to tick away until the butter has melted and all the ingredients have come together. Okay, have a little taste. Oh, that's marvelous. Honestly, it's so good. Our cake or our bread needs to rise to the occasion. So we need a bit of bicarbonate of soda, 3/4 of a teaspoon there. I'll just pour that in there now. All right, lovely. Flour. It's sieved out 250 grams of the lovely plain flour. Now we're gonna add our spices. We've got a teaspoon of ginger in there, 1/2 teaspoon of allspice. That is the actual spice of Jamaica. I've got 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. All right, so in you go. Obviously, try and distribute it around. Mix it together. If you can find a smaller spoon, do so. What am I doing? Get a big one, why not? Beautiful. Now, I'm just gonna crack 2 eggs and whisk them up, okay? Because the yolks are gonna add that nice richness and the whites are gonna help it rise up. Give it a little whiskey, okay? We're gonna add this lovely, naughty mixture into our eggs, okay? You gotta do a little bit at a time because you don't want to scramble the eggs, you know what I'm saying? Once a little bit's gone in there, it sort of brings the temperature down. I'm just gonna whisk it up a little bit. Make sure it all comes together. Now, we mix this into our flour. Make sure you really do give it a good old whisk. You don't want any lumps in there. You can see bubbles moving there. That's the bicarb. You see it working. Delicious. That is it. All we have to do now is bake it. So, I've got this nice little loaf tin over here, a little bit of butter inside, and then grease-proof paper. That's it. Now make sure your oven is preheated to 170. Let's introduce this into the tin now. Here we go. Wow. Give it a little knock like that. Make sure the bubbles have gone out and it's distributed nicely in the tin. So there we go. That goes into an oven at 170 degrees for about an hour and 15 minutes. Hour and 15 minutes has passed. What you making? Ginger cake? Ooh. Let's see if it's ready. Boom! Straight in the middle. Now this should, in theory, come out nice and clear. Spot on every time, look at that. Beautiful. If it's got a bit of goo on it, whack it back in for another 5–10 minutes. Yummy! I've had this on a cooling rack for half an hour now. Beautiful, look at that little baby there. You can see lovely sticky treacle in there. What better company than a nice bit of vanilla ice cream? Look at that. Praline. Ooh, yeah. What's that? He prefers it with butter. I like it with ice cream. Guys, go for it. Really works with that ice cream. Woo, that's lovely. Yep, all right. In a minute. Guys, give it a go. You have to. If you haven't tried it before, please do it. Comment down below. Share the recipe with your friends on social network. Subscribe right now. Like it. Guys, it's got to be done.